Well, I confirmed that he's a tough guy. You know, he put his foot in the ground and went and got some positive yardage when it wasn't there, and I'm very pleased with his. You know, I think we had the first series was bad. We were punted. First punt was when he goes in, and he kind of got it on the sideline because that's not what we do. And you know, I think we had a procedure penalty. That's all quarterback. You know, is making sure that everybody's on the same page. But I thought he did pretty good, and he confirmed what we all thought that he's shown. He's a tough guy that has talent, and it means a lot to him. Well, we just try to. JT's obviously that's kind of his bread and butter. We're going to really. We've committed to that. You know, in the past, I'm trying to think. Braxton, he was okay at it, but he was more wants to settle him down, and Cardell was not that way at all. And so the last 3 games of you know, the national championship year, we did very little tempo. But it's every quarterback's different because it's, you know, a lot of times you're getting just bizarre looks and discombobulated defenses and all that. And JT, he does a very kind of, you know, he did that in high school too, so he's had like a lot of experience at it.
Was it interesting to this?
You know, the guy that I didn't realize he didn't have a catch, but Paris is playing so well for us. Terry McLaurin's playing so well for us. Austin Mack is you know, he hit the wall a little bit like most freshmen, but who's separating? Obviously Curtis is separated a little bit, and Dontre had very good games. Noah had a good game, so I don't. We're still going to play a lot of people. He's questionable for the game, and it's an MCL sprain, and Joe and Jerome Baker. Well, you always worry about tackling in space because this is one of those Baylor-type offenses where they take a split out by the sideline and miss a tackle. That's a bad day. And they just force you to play in space, but so did Bowling Green. You know, they have 2 NFL caliber receivers, which you have to cover. So I thought our defense played well for their first game. You know, I didn't see a bunch of missed tackles. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they were. You know, this one they'll have a better chance of maybe getting to the quarterback because they do. You know, the Bowling Green team just didn't hold the ball at all. They got it out so fast. A lot of times the guys will really step up that maybe you did not think they would. So just anytime you get a true freshman in there and get no, it's not necessarily rust, but just the anxiety, and I talk about that a lot because that is so true, you know, and get that out of the way. And so that was good to be able to get at least 9 guys in there. Well, Bill Young, the old Buckeyes, running the show there, the D coordinator. I've known Coach Young for a long time, tremendous respect for him. I actually met him here when he was assistant coach for Coop. And, you know, they're very sound, very good tacklers. Imagine that, you know, an old school guy like Bill Young would do. They're not, it's not Star Wars defense or anything like that. They're very sound and what they do. So I've coached against him a couple times. I remember he was at Miami when I was at Florida, and they did a great job against us. So just a very sound defense. Played well last week.
Coach, thank you very much.